Today is a super exciting day. Hello, if you don't know me, my name's Christina. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. But today is Truth of the Light arc day. I am so excited. I've done spoiler-free reading vlogs for book 3 and 3.5 on my channel, which if you want to go back and watch them, you are more than welcome to. But let me talk you through this series because you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? Arc of Truth of the Light, what? Okay, so this is the Lost Kingdom saga by Laura Carter. This is a Infinity Star series for me. I love this series so much. I read book 1 back in July of 2024 and I have not stopped talking about the series since. I've raved about this series on here, TikTok, on Instagram. I've raved about this series so much because I generally love it so much. But if you can see behind me is my Lost Kingdom saga shelf, and honestly I don't have enough space for all of them and I need to get a bookshelf dedicated to the Lost Kingdom saga. But let me talk you through what this series is about and then I'll get on to Truth of the Light. So first of all, we have Secrets of the Dead. This is book 1 in the Lost Kingdom saga. In this book we are following 4 different main POVs. This is a multi-POV series and it's so good. In this book, you are following a princess dealing with the trauma of her past, an assassin who rules the kingdom's underworld, a disgraced woman banished by her family, and a grandson of a usurper. But when an explosion kills all the members of the royal family, the 4 unlikely heirs are forced to take their place, deal with newly heightened powers, whilst also trying to figure out what caused the explosion to happen and why everyone is now dead from their families. And we are forced to deal with this, and whilst a prophecy then comes to light that one among them is essentially going to bring darkness to them all, and we go from there. This is one of my Infinity Star book recs. I will forever talk about this series. This is a 5-star series for me. Book 2, which is Legacy of the Heirs, which also, can we talk about how stunning these covers are? But this is book 2, Legacy of the Heirs, and again, the world builds so much from book 1 to where it is now that it's mind-blowing. But this is book 2, Legacy of the Heirs. Then we have Return of the Darkness. This is book 3 of the series and also the first book that there is a spoiler-free reading vlog on my channel because I was lucky enough to get my first ever arc with Return of the Darkness, my first arc read ever. This is obviously book 3. This book is generally, I think it's my favourite from the series. I love this book so much. This book is so heartbreakingly amazing and it breaks your heart in the best and the worst ways. So yeah, so Return of the Darkness came out in March last year, and then she decided to surprise drop Myths and Lies of Itheon in September of last year. This was a surprise book. Myths and Lies of Itheon, this is a series of short story prequel stories, prequel short stories, but you need to read this book after book 3 before book 4. You cannot read it first, or you cannot, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, put that out there now. Again, I was lucky enough to get an art copy for this, and it was a massive surprise when I got a message from Laura saying, oh yeah, by the way, a parcel's been delivered to your house, and I was like, you what? And I got home and there was an arc for this book sat on my doorstep. So today is the 19th of March 2026 and I have my hands Truth of the Light arc in my hands. It's physically downloaded on my Kindle right now. I'm gonna probably save this for Saturday just so I can read it in one, which it's only not even 48 hours I have to wait, so I think I'll be able to wait because I am working tomorrow. Granted, I'm probably gonna think about it all day tomorrow, but I am gonna wait. But let's have a little talk about Truth of the Light. I'm going to put a little spoiler bit in now where I'm going to talk about what happens in the previous books because I want to talk about it. So I'll put the time on the screen that you need to skip to if you don't want any spoilers for the previous books in the series. There is going to be no spoilers about this book until maybe the end portion where I'll talk about what happens and debrief. But right now, I'm going to give spoilers for the previous books in the series. So if you don't want that, please skip to this time that I'm putting on the screen right now. Okay, so Truth of the Light is going to be happening, I think it's the same time as Return of the Darkness or after a certain point in Return of the Darkness, and I'm so scared. The epilogue of Return of the Darkness still I still don't think I've fully comprehended it, and it's been over a year. What do you mean about Rice? What do you mean about... Actually, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready. What do you mean about Kazar? What do you mean what? But I am so unbelievably excited to start this. And like after obviously reading Myths and Lies, like we're gonna go to Carve, which obviously we don't get that in Myths and Lies, so I'm really excited to go there in Itheon, because I kind of love every single place in Itheon that we've had so far, so I'm very excited. The parallels, obviously, the things we find out in Myths and Lies about certain characters that are in Return of the Darkness, I cannot wait to read this book. Like, I generally am so excited. The POVs we're gonna get, the characters we're gonna get, I'm so excited. But also I'm so unbelievably scared because we're gonna have to wait, well, it's not really that long because the final book's coming out in October, but we're gonna have to wait so long for the end. Oh, I'm not ready for the end either. But we're gonna find out more about what happened with Kazar, which obviously we have not seen him since Legacy of the Heirs, so I love him. I cannot wait. Obviously we're gonna get more about Rias, which why did he never come back? Just, I'm sorry, yeah. And obviously after the things that we learn, that we hear, what obviously Nerida tells Laurel, like, her, and I just, oh, I don't think I'm ready. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get babies, like, we're gonna get Osiris. Oh. I actually don't think I can cope. I think I'm actually like gonna die. And obviously we know about Ophelia. Like, I don't know who we're getting in this book, but I'm scared. But I'm also like so unbelievably excited. But I'm also like so nervous because we're gonna get so many new POVs. Obviously we're gonna get new characters. We're gonna get returning characters. I fear I'm not ready. But I am ready. But I'm not ready. I will be waiting till Saturday anyway, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna pass you on to future me, which is like not even 48 hours me, of me starting Truth of the Light. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I cannot wait. It is finally Saturday. It is time for me to start Truth of the Light by Laura Carter. I am so beyond excited. It is a little bit later. It's currently 10:30. I did originally want to start this like first thing in the morning, but I did end up just getting some stuff done this morning. But it is time for me to start it. My Kindle saying it's going to take me 4 hours to read the entire book, which is completely wrong because that is my romance book reading speed and not my fantasy book reading speed. So it's fine. But I'm about to start it. I'm very excited. I need to stop talking and let's start Truth of the Light. What the fuck? What kind of prologue is that? Very much trying not to cry. What the fuck? I fear this book gonna break me, even just after the prologue. Whoa! Whoa. So I'm gonna properly start getting to Truth of the Light. I'm currently on chapter 7, so I think I've had most of the POVs. I don't know what POVs are in this book, but I've had quite a few, and my heart can't take it. The part that you saw me giggling my feet about, actually love. I've not cried yet, which is concerning because there's been sad things, but I've just felt it in my heart. But I'm currently on Mel's reading sprints. We're currently all reading, pretty much everyone is reading Truth of the Light right now. She's on there, Chloe's on there. We've all got our Kindles, we're all reading. I think me and Chloe are both on chapter 7, which is fun. We're gonna get further in, but so far I am really enjoying it. So this book takes place at the same kind of ish time as Return of the Darkness. So the epilogue of Return of the Darkness is a scene that you get in the first like couple of chapters of this book of Truth of the Light, but the epilogue is like months before the end of Return of the Darkness, if that makes sense. Okay, one of my favourite quotes from the books has just been used. I'm not okay. Oh, but in a different way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's been used, but one word is switched. And it's just, oh, my heart. So, I'm still on the live with Mel, but Chloe and Laura are also now here, so we're all just chilling out in the chat, and they're obviously on the screen, and we're all having a chit chat. I'm currently on chapter 16, which is 29% through, and I've not cried yet, which is very shocking because with Return of the Darkness, with my rereads of the series, I was crying at literally everything. I've not cried yet. I don't know whether it's because my thoughts behind it is a lot of, not necessarily they're all new characters, because we have met said characters previously, most of them, apart from like one of them, of the POVs that we're getting. Like, there's only one that we've not previously met at some point. I guess I can say the character names because it's not a spoiler, because a thing, but because if you've read Return of the Darkness, you know what's happening. But we've obviously got Ophelia. I'm loving her so much. I think her and her dynamic and relationship with certain characters and the way she is, I love her. Actually in a Kazar chapter, because he's here, sorry if you can hear my niece crying, she's tired. Okay, I think she stopped, but I can just hear my niece, she's having a stroke. I'm gonna leave her be. But yeah, so I'm really liking, like, Kazar says that she really reminds him of Messiah, which I was like, oh, my heart. Loving Osiris, obviously we did meet him in the other books, so great fun. And who else have we got? The biggest plot twist of all, we have, I always feel like I say his name wrong, I think it's Rias, I may be completely wrong, but we obviously have him, and he's obviously the big plot twist character, and his stuff is making me, one, I'm like, from how I pictured him as a character throughout the other books in the series, he's so completely different, obviously because of certain events that have happened. Okay, first his have fallen, and it's not even like a sad scene, I would say. it's a mention of something that happens in book 3 which ripped my heart out. And it's not even like of the thing, it's of said character. Oh. Hello, happy Sunday. But this morning I've read for about an hour. I'm now 59% so, which is the start of chapter 35, and I want to give you a little bit more of a rundown. So in this book, like I obviously said previously, it takes place roughly the same timeline as Return of the Darkness. So for instance, there is something that happens in Return of the Darkness which you see happening in Truth of the Light. I'm trying to say it without saying it. But yeah, there is something that happens that, so we know roughly timeline wise where we are compared to Return of the Darkness. Yeah, so I know roughly about what is going on over in Novicia at said point that we are at in the book. I am a little bit nervous because I do think something is going to come very, very soon that I'm probably going to cry about, and I don't want to talk about it, but I'm probably going to cry about it. But I'm just about to start chapter 35, and like I said, I'm like nearly 60% through the book. I have another hour that I can read this morning before I go to work. Like, I can read for an hour straight, so let's read. What? No. No thank you. No thank you. Don't do anything stupid. Oh no, she's gonna do something stupid. I swear to fuck, I actually, no. Oh, I don't want to read this anymore. Oh, my heart. I need a minute. I need a minute. I don't want it. I refuse. I don't want it. No. No. She says as if she's not gonna read it. No. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't want to do this anymore. Things that have just been revealed, I cannot say, but all I will say is before I read the certain words, I said the word out loud, being like, oh, it would be crazy if this was this, and then it happened. And I cannot say anything on the matter because it's spoilers. But I fear everything makes sense. Okay, you're gonna have to ignore the actual state of me. I've just got in from work a little while ago. Maybe been home, maybe an hour. I've had some dinner. Had a McDonald's. I've got my frappe here. I've just put my hair oil in because I'm going to have a shower after. But I've got some comfy clothes on. I'm in my Violet jumper. I'm about to sit and read the last bit of Truth of the Light, which I am nerve-sighted. So I'm currently on page 387, which is chapter 53. And there are 442 pages. So we have like 60 pages left, under 60 pages. I'm about to sit and finish this book. I'm so nervous. I'm probably gonna cry even more. But wish me luck. Let's read the last 60 pages of Truth of the Light. All I would say is if she dies, I'm not going to be very happy. I have 30 pages left. What the fuck? I'm about to read the last like couple of pages. I'm actually... Oh. Huh? Huh? What? What the hell did I just read? Huh? And now I have to wait? Huh? What the have I just read? I feel like I need to reread the entirety of the whole series to comprehend everything I've just read. It is time to talk to you about Truth of the Light. So, obviously I was lucky enough to be sent the arc of Truth of the Light, hence why it's a different cover than the actual cover of the book, because I was lucky enough to be sent an arc. But let's have a little talk through. So, first things first, another 5-star read from Laura Carter. What the heck? I don't think there is many, if any, series that I can firmly say that every single book in the series is a 5-star, and I generally can't think of another one that I would be like, yeah, every single book in that series is a 5-star, and still feel that way after reading the first book a couple of years ago, and have reread book 1 and 2 3 times, and reread book 3 and 3.5 once. Like, I generally don't think I could say that, and she's done it again. She has done it again with a book that, to be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous going into, because typically when there is a book in the series that takes place in the same timeline as another book in the series, sometimes I struggle a lot because I want to just continue the story. But this felt so needed. Like, not even in the sense of like not wanting to finish the series, because I cannot wait for Salvation of the Kingdom and I will be reading it immediately and everything like that, but literally like the fact that like this Lost Kingdom saga is a no skip series, and that's crazy to say. So Truth of the Light, honestly, like I said, it's very difficult sometimes for me when series have a book that go on at the same timeline as the previous book in the series. For instance, as an example, let's say the An Heir Comes to Rise series by Chloe C. Penaranda, where book 4 in the series is at the same time as book 3, I think. but with different POVs. Sometimes I really struggle with it. I didn't struggle with that one necessarily, but compared to the other books in the series, that is my lowest rated book from that series. To say that Truth of the Light is a 5-star is very well deserved. I was so excited for this book. After obviously you read the epilogue of Return of the Darkness, you find out some information to do with practically characters that either ones we know and we have never met, or I guess we know of but we've never met, and loved characters and new characters that we've never met. We obviously find that out in the epilogue of Return of the Darkness. Getting Truth of the Light fills in so many missing puzzle pieces. It's so much fun. And when you find out so much information, you get more background on the storyline. Honestly, so good. I cried. I didn't want to relive a certain thing. There's a certain scene that you have to relive in a different POV, and I did not like that one bit. That made me sob. And there is a certain character that something happens to in Return of the Darkness, and not that we reread it, but we have to revisit the situation, and I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all. That made me cry. I said to Laura when we were on the sprints on Mel's Life, I said, do not make me relive that. Do not make me even have to think about that. I don't want to think about it. And she just went, Christina. Yeah, so that's fun. And then we were all on the sprints. We were talking about this character that we loved. And we were like, oh my God, love her. And Laura's like, yeah, love her. Laura has a funny way of loving her characters, let's say that. Honestly, I'm still like not even comprehended. Like the epilogue of this book, the way the end of the book is, the way I need Salvation of the Kingdom, like needed it yesterday. I actually can't cope. Yeah. She's struggling mentally. She doesn't know how to comprehend her feelings right now. She as in me. If you've not read The Lost Kingdom Saga by Laura Carter, pick it up. Seriously, pick it up. It's so good. 5-star after 5-star after 5-star after 5-star after 5-star, and I can already pretty much guarantee that the final book of the series is going to be a 5-star. Pretty much guaranteed. No, I'm 100% sure. So, no thoughts needed. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm saying. I don't think I've fully comprehended anything that happened in that book. I feel like I need to go back to page 1 and reread it, and actually reread the whole series now knowing the information that I know now, and reread everything. Love the Lost Kingdom Saga. Love our characters. Love the plot. I have no words. Well, clearly I have a lot of words because I've been talking for like 8.5 minutes straight. But I don't think I have any formed sentences. But as you're seeing this video, I think release day was yesterday or the day before. I don't know when this video is technically going to go out. But today is Monday the 23rd of March and release day is Friday the 27th. So I'm so excited for everyone to get their hands on this book. Seriously, so excited. I cannot wait to add the physical trophies to my shelf. I want to say a massive thank you to Laura for 1, writing the series, 2, making me be attached to every single character in such a short amount of time, in every single book she's ever written, and it's devastatingly heartbreaking. And 3, a massive thank you for sending me the ARC, allowing me to read this book early, being the sweetest human ever, and also surrounding all the struggles that happened pre-release of this book. Don't know how you did it, but you did. Round of applause. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I still don't know how to comprehend what I've read, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.